You wondering why you're not where you want to be at, why you're not seeing no results, why things ain't falling in line for you, you feel me? And the thing is, you're not planting those seeds. You're not putting the work in. You're not doing certain things sometimes. You're not in the mindset that you need to be in. You're not taking care of yourself. You lacking in self-discipline. You're not going to the gym. You're not feeding your mindset. You're not getting around the right environments. And if you're in the wrong environment, you're not doing the things necessary to get yourself out of that environment, to get to a better environment. Sometimes you got to create your own environment to where it's to a point to where, okay, let me get around people that's like-minded. And if I don't have those like-minded people in my vicinity, let me become that. Sometimes you got to be the example. I know for me in my life, I've been the example for a lot of people in my life, whether it be financially, whether it be business-wise, whether it be just working on myself. A lot of people trust me to come to me for advice. And the reason I'm not saying that it's not any bragging matters or to think that I'm better than anybody else is because I know that a lot of y'all are in that same situation. You the person that people go to. You the person that people ask for advice or ask for help or sometimes just vent to get things off their chest, or they going through life so they know that they can trust you to get it off their chest, to get it off their mind. But at the end of the day, you got to take care of yourself. You got to continue to work on your mental and continue to hold on to your purpose. Because what drives us is our purpose. What drives us is the task that we need to do on a daily basis. The things that we know we need to do on a daily basis. The work that we know we got to put in on a daily basis. So how do you expect to see growth in areas that you're not planting seeds in? But when you plant the seeds and work on those areas, we doing a task every day. We going to the gym every day. And not every day like 365, but 5-6 days out the week. You may take a rest day. You need to take a rest day, you feel me? You can't work and not rest. It's got to be a balance. Sometimes you got to put the work in, put your head down, and then boom, reset a little bit. And the reset isn't for anything else but to recoup, get things together, and then go back to work. You feel me? So it's got to be a balance. But you wondering why you're not growing. You wondering why you're not doing the things that you see yourself doing in the future. You wondering why you're not there yet. Either your time ain't came, or you just ain't locked in as you need to be. You're not planting the right seeds sometimes. Sometimes you gotta pull up a seed and plant something else. Sometimes you may be in the wrong lane because you constantly scrolling on social media, because you constantly looking at what everybody else is doing, or you constantly feeling like you gotta go to somebody else for validation. And the only validation that you need is through God and you. You ain't gotta ask everybody for advice or opinions on what they think you should do with your life. It should be, what do you want to do with your life? What do God want you to do with your life? That's where you gotta lock in at, you feel me? So it's like too many times we go to other people asking them for opinions and things that they don't even see themselves doing. So why do you expect them to see you to do it? Some people don't see you the way that you see yourself. Some people don't know the things that you see and have instilled in you. And there's going to be some people that do see that. And those are the right people, the people that you want to be around, the people that you want to have in your circle. Because when you do need advice sometimes, it is good to get another opinion. But that opinion got to be from somebody that can see the value that you hold. But too many times we go to the wrong people. Too many times we go to people that we feel like have best interests, but they're keeping us small. They're keeping us in this same mindset. So what you got to do is detach from that. You got to learn how to detach and learn how to be alone. Learn how to go through some things on your own. Some of the biggest learning situations that I've went through have been in situations where I was put on my own. Boom, I had a leg surgery, put on my own. boom, I started my own business, put on my own. So it's like I'm going through these life situations where life is happening to me and life is happening for me, and it's causing me to naturally detach from the wrong people, naturally detach from the wrong environments. But in those times are times where I learned the people that were really for me and the people that were really just around to be around. In those times I learned self-discipline is the main thing that I'm gonna need to have. Self-discipline is the things that's gonna allow me to grow. Discipline is the things that's gonna keep me in the right mindset. When I'm not motivated, when I'm not feeling like I wanna do it, you feel me? That discipline is gonna keep me grounded. That discipline is gonna keep me in a place to where I'm handling the things that need to be done. So plant the seeds. Stop thinking too much about, oh, okay, what if this happened? What if that happened? Start thinking better, you feel me? Ask yourself, why come every time you feel like doing something or, putting yourself in a situation, you always think negative? It's because your mindset messed up. Sometimes it's because your environment messed up. It shouldn't be that every time that you have your mind set on doing something that the feedback that you get is a negative outcome. A lot of what ifs, a lot of have you thought about this? You feel me? Sometimes you just gotta flow. Sometimes you gotta be water. Because water flows in whatever atmosphere. But what happens is we stop being water because we start to think about these certain thoughts. We start to think about these certain negative outcomes, and what does that do? That changes us from being water and turns us into ice. We start to paralyze ourselves by the thoughts that we're having, the negative thoughts, thinking about the negative things, thinking about the wrong things, instead of just continuing to be water and go with life. Allow certain outcomes to happen and go with the flow with certain things. You feel me? As a man, you're going to be logical. As somebody that you have a good mindset, you're going to be logical. But one thing you got to do is stop being so logical to a point to where you paralyze yourself and you're not making any decisions. You're not making any action. Because the worst decision you can make is not making one. So continue to do the things that you know you need to do. But what's going on is you're not planting seeds. And if you are planting seeds, keep going. You may feel the need to slow down sometimes, and that's okay. But you got to get right back to it. You got to have a mindset of knowing what you're doing and why you're doing it. But you got to do more than just exist. You got to do more than just sit there and not make decisions. Sit there and not make action. Not put in action towards things. Not being a leader. Not being an example. Because who else gonna do it? Stop asking yourself, why me? Why is this happening to me? Why did I have to go through this? Sometimes you gotta recognize and assess certain things and be like, okay, sometimes I am the best person that this can happen to. Because when I look around in my environment, I don't see too many people that came out like I did. I don't see too many people that would have kept pushing. I don't see too many people that would have kept trying. Too many people that would have got knocked down and got back up. But guess what? You did it. And that's what matters. Plant them seeds, bro. And when you plant, you just not waiting. When you plant, you waiting in a sense, but you also putting action towards it. You doing the things that you need to do. You waking up, going to the gym, eating the food that you know you need to be eating. Staying away from the BS. Staying away from the negative people. Staying away from negative environments. I don't gotta go here because I know it don't add to my life. It don't add to my mindset. It don't add to where I'm trying to go. It don't add to what I'm aiming for. So stop trying to be around everybody else, because guess what? The same seeds that you planting, either they ain't planting none or they ain't planting the right ones. So that's what we on, man. Stop thinking negative all the time. Because guess what? When you're not planting seeds or you thinking about negative things all the time, you're planting seeds, but you're planting negative seeds. You're planting seeds that's gonna keep you stagnant. You're planting seeds that's gonna not allow you to become that version of yourself that you want to be, that version of yourself that you're striving to be. And that's not what we on. We on growth. We on purpose. We on passion. We on leadership. We on men. We on as far as being men. As far as being masculine. You feel me? As far as standing on who we are. Standing on what we do. And that's all it is.